3DO.
Hey, Henry. McCain's saying we might get rain.
His big toe must be twitching.
Anyone seen my boys?
Over here, Tess.
A village at peace, but not for long. For tonight brings the scourge, the terror, and the madness of the horde known as the Legion of the Fallen. They are the heralds of death who attack by night, ravaging town after town with no mercy.
Attack!
They are sent by Necros, master of the dead. Tales call him the greatest of all necromancers, raising his legions from the grave, but cursed with an inability to die himself. Except tonight, they have missed one, Drake. For 20 years, Drake has battled these monsters, becoming legend even among his enemies. Ever vigilant, he watches like a panther, waiting for that one moment, that opening.
The scar, it's him!
It's back to the grave for you.
The master wants this one.
Welcome to Crusaders of Might and Magic. Now, before anything else, I have a semi-important thing to mention here, so give me a minute please, and then you can continue watching the game. I originally had this game on CD, it was a Russian localization, and it had one important difference from the GOG version. Two music tracks in it were switched around. If you go into the GOG game folder, music folder, it is the tracks 2 and 10. I don't know which is the true arrangement and intended by the developers, but I have been playing with the Russian version for so long that I am much more used to that, and I do believe that it is a better arrangement of music than the GOG version. I don't know who messed up, was it GOG staff or was it the Russian localizers, who of them switched the music tracks around by mistake, but I will be playing with the Russian version music arrangement. It only means 2 tracks, and I will provide links to videos with the alternate music, so if you follow the link in the description you'll find a video that has no intro, because you've already seen it by now, has no intro, but the music in the upcoming level is the way it is in the GOG version, and the one you're going to watch now, if you don't follow any links, will have the music the way it was in the Russian version in the CD copy that I had, which I believe is better, but it's your judgment, you can compare. There will be another instance, or several, in the future where one of these tracks will be used, so I will provide alternate videos there as well. Okay, thank you for listening to that, and let's get back to the game. By the way, most of the music tracks in this game are just reused or remixed songs from Might and Magic 7 or Heroes 2 and 3.
He'll be out for hours. Hurry up then, so we can get back to the dice game.
Introducing Bruce Wayne.
Hey, where's my sword?
This it? Gotta be more careful.
That's right, main character is voiced by Kevin Conroy, holy crap. Right off the bat we're going the wrong direction here, it is backwards and into a dead end, but there are some supplies and something I want to show you. First of all, there is this enemy hiding in ambush. He is actually almost completely invisible, but his sword kinda isn't. It drops a potion, and there's a potion in the corner here. Please remember this potion. Also, using certain positioning and attacks, you can kill these prisoners. It does absolutely nothing for you, but no one would free them anyway. And there is a photograph in the corner of this cell, which I have not seen before recording this, so it was new for me as well. Some Easter egg. Alright, now we are actually heading out of this prison. I see that you have stayed on the video with the non-GOG music arrangement, which I think is better. For example, here you might sense how the energized and action music fits the prison escape that we are making right now.
Help me. My name's Ursa, captain of the High Guard.
Captain, huh? You must be a prized captain. Come on.
No, I need to find other Crusaders. You go. Meet with Celestia. Tell her what you've seen.
Celestia? The Enchantress?
Yes, she's at the Citadel. Now go. That's an order.
Since when did I sign up for this?
Now see that loading on the top of the screen there? This is what the game does when something important happens that changes the world. By the way, he has a potion in his cell. And it reloads the map. There is the enemy back, and here is the potion back, which I can grab through the gate. So yeah, it completely reloads the maps into a modified versions with the different events and such, different enemies, sometimes different loot. But a lot of the time it just means repopulating the maps that you have already cleared, so you can go and grab stuff, most of the stuff usually, for a second time. I will not be usually bothering with that, but sometimes the old stashes get filled with new goodies, new artifacts, and it is worth revisiting them to get something useful. So I will probably not be like showing the complete backtracking to places I've already been when I do that, so that will be cut. Okay, now that was our actual direction, not like we have much choice. First here we get the speed potion, which is probably the best potion apart from the healing ones. You will see why. I have not valued this when I was playing by myself before, but now I see the whole greatness of this potion. You will see it as well. Now let's follow the road. Now, this type of landscape here, the canyon, without any side stuff and just this corridor, sadly enough, for whatever reason, this is the kind of level design you will see in this game a lot. There is a lot of areas that are just like this straight sausage path. And yes, I don't know if sausage path is actually a saying in English, but now it is. I declare that it is. Now, you've seen me collecting the swords, and that is because we'll be selling them for money later. But for now, let us drink a speed potion and see how much better it makes traversing these boring old corridors, tunnels, whatever you want to call them. Also, it makes fighting some enemies easier because your animations, all of them, are sped up. That was a level up. But yes, it may throw off some of your attacks, like the jump attack, because it also is sped up. But in the future, in the near future, in this update, you will see just how much it can help against an encounter that is otherwise really bullshit. So for that reason, I will not be using all of my speed potions just to run faster, because I have the magic of editing if I need it ever. Maybe not in this one still, because there is stuff to do on the way here and I'm talking, and that is important. Now these guys have been dropping a lot of healing potions, greater healing potions even, and they are not as important to me right now as they were when I was playing this game as a kid, because I am slightly better at the game. But as a kid I hoarded them religiously for the end of the game, because the final boss, I could not get down a strategy of fighting him, I could not dodge his attacks or anything. So I was just tanking it all and drinking all the potions that I've been collecting throughout the entire game. Now that was a shield bash attack. It throws enemies on their backs for a second, throws them back as well, but it actually damages you when you do it. Very slightly, but it does. You see there, I had 61 health and now I have 60. Sometimes it can glitch out and do like 5 ooh sounds, and of course you take 5 damage as well. Well, more or less. Now here's the inventory screen. It can be used to pick up stuff from the ground that you cannot see or pinpoint, but here's how you do that stuff. Not very important to you, the viewers, but it is essential to a player. Alright, we are finally coming up to some town and NPCs, and get ready for the best voice acting you have ever heard in any game ever. Prepare yourself.
Welcome to our humble town. I am Harold.
This is actually one of the better ones, believe it or not. I will be talking to everyone. But for now here, let's break some barrels. You can see how the pieces that they break into have just simply the texture of the barrel. It is noticeable on these. Notice where the texture is completely one color, one solid color. And it has the top part on it. Top part of the barrel on the texture, so that is kinda interesting. And really lazy. But most of the barrels in this game sadly do not really have much. In the beginning here they hide some stuff, but then they just kinda stop. And also they hide a lot of stuff just behind houses, and that later stops as well. But here is a key. It is a good key to have, because the room that it opens has good stuff. Let's talk to this guy and go into the inn.
I have heard that there's another continent where wars are waged similar to this one.
I think I may have better skills in voice acting than those guys. Breaking these 3 barrels. That is an air resistance potion, and it is completely useless. I will explain later, maybe. Ooh, so many people to talk to. Get ready.
There is no hope! I have seen that the Crusaders are brave and strong, but the evil tide that grows is much larger and fearsome.
My livestock has been disappearing in the night. Celestia needs to send more protection to us.
There's something fishy about the Legion taking over the stronghold. Could it have been an inside job?
Are you a nobleman or a bandit? Sorry to be so rude, but it is hard to tell these dangerous times.
Why are you on the table? Anyway, I'm gonna steal some of this guy's stuff, a greater healing potion, some money from under the counter.
You should keep your armor in top condition. The slightest tarnish could result in a crack at the wrong time. Then you would not have to worry about diligence any longer.
Items do not have durability in this game. This guy is full of shit. And here in his back room we can steal some more stuff, including a fire resistance potion that is also completely useless, just like the air resistance potion. And some money, I think, from the chest. Yep, money. And also a key on some of the top shelves here. You could theoretically do the jumps, which aren't the best and most reliable, but let me show you how you can grab this key much easier. Whoop! You usually cannot grab stuff in the air, but if you open the inventory, you can. And I had to throw one of my swords away to have room, but it's not really important that I get all of this money. Anyway, another NPC.
I've heard that we are not the only ones in trouble, but that all of Ardon is in turmoil.
Well, maybe, yes, if that army of zombies is all around the world. Okay, this is room 1, and the perfect opportunity to demonstrate Torch. Or at least I think it's Torch. The lighting spell, which is nice. Nothing around here, just mana potion. Mana potions are great. They don't play the animation of drinking stuff and replenish all your mana always. Useful. Alright, room 2 has a shitty healing potion. And no, another one. Not much health though. So that key was kinda useless because the lesser healing potions are kinda bad. Now room 3 here not only does have an NPC, but a shield which is better than our current one. Now shields aren't actually important. Like, the type of shield is not important, because they all block everything perfectly. But this one has some buffs to our resistances.
Hail, and well met. It is good to see a face friendlier than our new neighbors.
Check out that pot, the texture on the pot, holy shit. A lot of items in this game have really screwed up textures for some reason. Alright, let's proceed further down this area. Let's just use a neutral word like that. Area. There's a lot of people to talk to and a lot of houses to investigate.
There must be a way to appease the Legion. If only they would take what they want and leave.
Dare to find your destiny. Glory can be had with the right combination of smarts and strength.
My second favorite female NPC right there. I don't know why I'm breaking all these barrels. There's maybe like 30 gold in one of them.
I had to board up my home and move my livestock to a neighbor's. The Legion threatens everything I own.
A side note on the music again. A GOG version music track that plays here fits the village more a little bit, but I think the action music fits the beginning of the game as well, because you are in a hurry, you have a mission. It's kinda like the first level of Turok 2 in that it is pumping you up for the entire game and your quest. Your chimney is not functional, lady. Take note of this hay bale. It is indestructible, and by the sound of it, really solid. Remember that. Really, remember that. Just like you remember that one potion in the prison.
I've seen the Crusaders, marching in on maneuvers. They are so noble and honorable in their cause.
Someone has a crush. Also, your face is weird. And you have nothing in your house. You're worthless. Maybe you have something behind your house? Nope, nothing. What a waste of space. Let's talk to these ladies.
Have a candied larva. They are delicious.
Go away.
What shall happen now that the stronghold is in the hands of the darkness?
Absolutely nothing. They will just stand in place in the stronghold.
You have been to the stronghold? You are braver than you look. Or possibly less wise.
You know what is not wise? Talking to me like that, you piece of shit. Yep, you can kill an NPC in this game and they will drop some money, and if other NPCs see you do it, they will flee and stop talking to you. But some of them will have swords and attack. Some of them will have swords and flee as well, so that's kind of strange.
The spirits of the dead scream and wail for vengeance. I can hear their tortured souls as the sun goes down.
My first favorite female NPC right there. Scream and wail for vengeance. I cannot even repeat that tonality, like... Jesus, that is like a high school cheerleader voicing that fat middle-aged woman. And this guy is growing crystals. Mana crystals. They are kinda like mana potions but less useful, and there are several types of them that take different inventory slots for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, I'm happy to see that the Crusaders have not taken flight. The Citadel can move, you know?
Now.
My lovely wife Diana gave birth to a boy. I hope he grows up to be a Crusader.
Tell me if I am just racist or if that first guy sounded like there was a black person voicing that guy. I don't know. He just sounded like that. Now I'm totally racist.
I used to trade with the dwarves. They had reliable and well-made goods.
I do not mean to be, I swear, but that is just what my brain is telling me.
Certainly, there's magic hidden away within the stronghold. Find it, and I'm sure it can help you in your quests.
And a lot of these guys sound like high school nerds have been voicing them. Like you can see them playing D&D. Almost. And this here is a better weapon. Warhammer. Heck yeah. Now it will take slightly less hits to kill skeletons for a while. Let's go to a house that we have skipped here. You might have seen this one. It is a shopkeeper.
Please check out my fine wares.
And this is what you do. You sell all the crap that you do not need, and then you buy. Usually some shopkeepers have better defensive or offensive equipment than you. And the air and fire resistance potions go in there as well, because they are useless. No one ever attacks you with fire in this game. And the only air attack you have against you is absolutely, well, does almost no damage. Move away, I'm going to rob you. guy has absolutely nothing in his barrels, but I didn't remember that when I was playing here. Maybe I should investigate ahead of time when I record games next. At least he has some money and a speed potion, which is great. Ah, let me move! How inconsiderate are people these days, holy crap. There is money. Alright, not much more of this village here. I know the voice acting is amazing, but I also know that you do not really want to see an hour of this. Which you won't, so rest easy.
Methinks you should be careful of bogus information. It could lead to your death.
You know what could lead to your death? My fucking Warhammer! Yoo-hoo! This guy can almost outrun me. And I have the speed potion. If only I did not have to stop and jump for attacking out of a run. And my speed potion is gone. Yep, that's just how they are. Anyway, there's a split in the road. This one leads to catacombs. Completely useless for now. We will not even go there yet. Oh, but we will go there later. Several times.
I am too busy now to talk, but maybe later.
There will be no later for you, lady. Actually, there will, because she is an important NPC. Well, more or less important, and therefore invincible. And also, she does not panic. Kinda like the shopkeepers. They also have all those properties.
Hail and well met. It is
Ah,
good to see a
repeats.
face
You must be a
familiar
clone infiltrator spy who doesn't know how to behave like a human being. Okay, yes, you surely are. But sadly I cannot really do anything against her, so let's just leave her like that. Drinking some of our useless healing potions, even at the beginning of the game. You know what the best part is? The best part is they introduce an even worse healing potion near the very end of the game, which is a baffling decision. But here you can see how it is challenging and interesting to fight a group of enemies. In this game, enemies do not hesitate to run around you, attack you all at once, just surround, swarm you, so you have to think tactical. One of the NPCs in the future in this game gave me advice which I really used as a kid. It really helped me. It was a dwarf, and he basically taught me the importance of bottlenecks and how you can defeat almost an entire army if you fight in a space which makes them approach you one by one. And that is, my friends, one of the wisest things that you have to know to succeed in this game. There's a lot of encounters in here which are way too numerous to really take on, but if you play smart, it is all very possible. Now that thing up there is interesting. Let me use a flying cheat and show you. This is a ledge and a tunnel that goes quite a ways into the mountain. Really more than is needed, considering you cannot get here in any way and it is a dead end. What the hell? I have no idea, but it has inspired a little place in one of my Doom levels. This is a haunted house, by the way. Let's talk to this guy first.
This land is doomed. The elves are smart enough to go into hiding or altogether leave. Why are we humans so stupid?
So yeah, haunted house. Let's visit the haunted house.
Hail, I am Casper. Hail, I am Casper.
It is full of ghosts. Granted, they are friendly, but they are still ghosts. And they hide a second version of mana crystals and some tools on their bed for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what ghosts do, really. Give me a break. Now this hay bale. Remember the last one? Well, fuck this one. This one can be destroyed. Those debris, man. And there is another thing that indicates that this is a ghost house. That thing. The spooky, scary hole of mirrors effect due to a missing polygon. Basically just a hole in reality. Where the game doesn't know what to draw, so it keeps what was drawn in the previous frame. At least that's my understanding. Anyway, let's talk to this group of people.
You look like a warrior. Why don't you get to the stronghold and see what damage you can do?
Why don't you?
I'm unarmed and could not take up arms anyway against the Legion. I have my family to look after.
Buy me some chips.
Please leave me be in these miserable times.
I don't know what is that guy's problem. They are completely safe. The enemies do not ever move on their own.
Please, keep the forces of the Legion from invading our lands. Find the other Crusaders. Get us more help down here.
Oh, I'm happy to see the Crusaders have not taken flight. The Citadel can move, you know?
Man, I hope it is not just me with that guy. Anyway, there is a curious item here in this cart. This is a cursed axe. It does 0 damage if you use it, but you can sell it. And another destructible hay bale. Man, is it ever destructible. These barrels just don't seem like anything special after those hay bales. And this, my friends, is an optional area. Gasp! I know! Actually a deviation from the sausage structure of this level area. I could not decide which word to use there. Anyway, this place has an encounter that is extremely dangerous and can go multiple ways. But here I will finally demonstrate the usefulness of the speed potion. Observe! That was pretty awesome of me, if I do say so myself, because without a speed potion here, I just can't. I get killed here like 99 out of the 100 tries. The best part? Nothing really useful in this chest. We just got our speed potion back, some money and some healing potions off of those guys. And I guess some experience as well, because enemies do give you experience when you kill them and you do level up, so it is kind of useful to murder everyone in a way. But yeah, those guys, they will destroy you if you try to approach them without the speed potion's help, because you just never can isolate one of them to attack them. All of them will gang up on you and kill you.
I heard the steward lost all he had with him to bandits, and he had just stepped off his porch. At least he didn't lose his life.
You know who is going to use his life? Not you, because I've been using the cursed axe actually, and you actually received no damage. And there is a tiny guy with a huge sword who is running away now because he has seen me attack that guy. This guy hasn't seen it.
Have you ever seen a black knight? They are frightening! If you see one, I suggest running.
Now this guy is totally racist. Anyway, yeah, those guys are running. And sadly I will not be able to talk to the small guy with the sword, so we will never know what he says. You can play the game yourself if you want to find out what he says, because that guy doesn't trust me anymore, and for good reason. Well, actually no, not good reason. I didn't kill anyone in front of this guy. For some reason he doesn't attack, but man does he look ridiculous. Yep, well, goodbye tiny guy.
Hail, stranger.
Actually, it's a sunny day, there is no hail. Ta-dam! Yep. That in the distance is the citadel. It is a flying fortress. And as you can see...
I've been sending my belongings to my nephew and niece in the citadel. Hopefully soon, I will be all moved and I can leave this place.
And you can see it is really tiny. It can house maybe like one person. Let me use a flying cheat to demonstrate. There we are. You will see how big this structure is supposed to be. But in here, You can even see without the flying cheat that it is very close and very small. Anyway, let's go talk to the ship captain.
I'm Drake. Can you give me a lift to the Citadel?
Sure, hop on.
That ship does not look like it should fly, but neither does the Citadel.
Pretty good story, Drake. You're sure to have Celestia's ear.
It's her army I could use.
Now we are nearing the end of this video, but first let me show you a quite hilarious thing that I found as a kid even, because this is really obvious when you think about it. Remember the shield bash? Now normally people die when they fall down there, but she is an important NPC. By the way, here's the size of the Citadel from the outside. But yes, normally you die as well, but she is slightly higher. So you can land on her and survive this. And now you cannot get out of here. And she cannot do anything. So, on this note, thank you for watching the first installment of Let's Play Crusaders of Might and Magic, and I hope to see you next time. Actually, I will not be able to see you unless you comment, but that's just how the saying goes. Goodbye.